Good day and welcome back to another episode of the Vuvuzela. Today we're on the other side of Cocodemia. We're at Fiamma. We're going to be chatting to Marjane from Forever Tiny. Hello Marjane, how are you doing?
Good, thanks, and yourself, Marcel.
Marjane, tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, Forever Tiny is a newborn impressions casting company. So what we do is we take molds, imprints of newborns' hands and feet. So Forever Tiny started out with newborns, but it kind of escalated into something more than just newborns. We can do older children, we can do couples, and yeah, it's kind of a snowballing effect at the moment.
And casting a newborn's feet must be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah,
How do you manage that?
I mean, in the first few times that I did it was actually very stressful, so I was still learning. I mean, to start up a new business and not knowing much, to know something is one thing, but actually executing is another thing. So the first few times was a bit difficult to find ways to calm the babies, and the positions to hold them to get a perfect result was a bit complicated, but at this stage we've mastered that. The thing with the molding and the newborns is we only mold up until the age of 9 weeks, because the newborns become so strong. Because the molding is a silicone type of consistency, if they become so strong, they can actually break out of the mold. So we do impressions casting for newborns from birth until 9 weeks. That's our preference for the best result.
And possibly when they're sleeping.
Well, newborns actually sleep a lot, so the whole process takes a while, because you know newborns are so unpredictable. So the actual setting time is like 5 minutes, but when you do both hands and feet, it takes like an hour, because then the baby needs to feed, then the baby needs to birth. So it is a big process. It's not so terrifying for the baby because it's so skin safe and the liquid is warm. And
Marjane, the materials you use and the safety for infants. Tell us a little bit about that, and obviously COVID precautions.
Okay, so the safety of the product is very, very good. I mean, it's absolutely skin safe. They even use it to make facial masks, facial impressions. So you can use it on any part of the skin basically. So it's very safe. I've never had a baby that had a skin rash or anything. Regarding COVID-19, this is a bit of a new challenge for everybody, as I literally touch the baby. I literally work with the baby. So I do take precautions, and I think the best part is just wearing your mask. I wear my mask with the baby in any case, all the time. So wearing your mask is key, and then we just try to sanitize and not touch the baby's face and stuff like that.
Yes, it is for small babies that you've been focusing on,
Yeah.
but you can do for older children and even couples getting married.
Yes, I mean, it started out as a newborns impressions casting, because I thought when I started the business, I thought about, working with children. But as the business grew, we started getting requests from couples and, older siblings. Now the mother brings the child, the newborn wants to do an impression, but what about my sister? What about my child of 6 years old that never had something like that? So we do older children, and then we do couples and families as well on request. So.
And how long does the process take?
The product takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set. So if we have like a couple coming and there's no distractions or anything, it can take about just half an hour from mixing to setting done.
Wow, Marjane, thank you. It's been very interesting for especially those people that want to just capture that memory.
Yeah.
Looking back at small little feet and little hands, and you can't believe how those little babies grow into big adults.
I think the biggest thing with the newborn impressions casting is like keeping a small part of your child tiny forever. I mean, that actually explains my company name. So having a memory that you can encapsulate and keep forever is like, I think, every parent's ultimate wish. So
Precious, precious.
very.
Thank you for joining us today on the Vuvuzela.
Thank you so much, Marcel.
And to the viewers out there, if you want to order or inquire, we're going to be sharing Marjane's details on the channel. And thank you for joining us for another episode of the Vuvuzela. Until next time.